And then so obviously a big one is cross faction. Like
Oh,
that was
do you know
massive for
what?
me. You know, obviously we talked about the dwindling numbers of Decepticons at a disadvantage, and they were right. But we were sort of on the stage of, well, that's the way things are, and it wasn't good. So when they announced that, I was like, that is just. I
I
think that's game changing. I really
I
do.
remember being told about this, and I was sat. We were sat in remote, and I kid you not, Yanis was like, "Oh yeah, Dale, I've got something to tell you," and I was like, "Oh no, what? Oh no, what now? What have we done?" And he was like, "Cross factions coming," and I'm like, "Really? Really? Are you kidding me? Can I just tell everybody now?" He's like, "No, you can't tell anybody just yet." And then I kept asking him. Like we had a meeting 2 days after, and I'm like, "Please, you've just got to let me tell everybody. I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited." And he was like, "Fine, you can tell everybody." So then I got a video going, obviously got that on YouTube, and then I just
Yeah,
told
yeah.
so many people because this has been so long. I've been here so long, and it's always been something I've told the team, and we needed to do it. We really did need to do it. Week one when I was here, I was like, why? Why have we not got cross faction alliances? Why? And obviously back then, the tech had, because we are obviously rewriting a lot of tech now, as you know, because of, well, it's all unavoidable. If you're on Discord about all the problems we're having, we are rewriting a lot of things, and it was possible because of that. But back then, that was a communication. We just can't rewrite this right now. We just don't have enough people because back then, in my week one, it was literally Hyro, Fabian, and Yanis. That's it.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
was literally those three people carrying the game. And then we had the leaderboard events, and I'd get reached out by Decepticon players all the time saying, this can't happen. The leaderboard events, especially, we need a Decepticon side. And it almost got to the point where I was not giving up about it, but I just didn't know if it would ever come to the game. And it
Mm,
was sad for me to kind of tell every Decepticon player that this is how it is. But
yeah,
now I'm really proud to say that this is not how it is. And look, not every Decepticon player is happy that we're doing this. The amount of tickets we've probably had that have come through saying that maybe my alliance is not going to be considered a top alliance anymore because people are going to go somewhere else. We've had tickets. I'm not just saying that's from a specific alliance, by the way, before people start pointing fingers. And then we've had people going, you shouldn't probably let this happen because Autobots and Decepticons can't mix. But I think people need to forget about the law. Once we come into cross faction and just think, at the end of the day, this is a game, and if we can
yeah.
put more people and connect more people together, then that should be the goal. Because at the end of the day, like we can think about how Autobots and Decepticons should be fighting each other, but behind all that, it is a game, and Decepticon players are massively disadvantaged.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's why we wanted to do this. And yeah, we told, obviously when we put the announcement out, a lot of Autobot players are like, "Oh, really?" Yes, really. You're going to have more people to join up with when you do big events. Yes, it's such a good
Yeah.
thing. And then obviously Decepticon players probably feel. I hope they feel okay about it. I hope they're happy about it because if not, I've clearly done something wrong. Because it's something I've tried to do.
No, well, I mean, obviously,
I've
I can only see
communicated
from an
so
Autobot point
long.
of view, but we're like, we're super pumped about it because
I'm
it makes
excited.
every alliance stronger pretty much in the game. But
Exactly.
does it weaken Decepticon alliances? I kind of
Yeah, but
get
then
that sort of thing. But then they do have the opportunity to bring Autobots in as well. But
exactly,
I think the
exactly.
problem there is, though, to be honest with you, is that an Autobot alliance, top alliance, might have 30 good guys. I might want 10 more. Where Decepticons might have 20 top guys and need 20. So it's easier for the Decepticon teams to filter into the Autobot teams. But I think that we're still looking at it as Autobots and Decepticons. That's the problem. So you're looking at, oh, we're going to lose Decepticons to Autobot teams, but it won't be Autobot teams anymore. It'll
I
be
think you're right. Yeah,
a team,
I
with
was just about to say that when you said about all Decepticons might lose people, and I really wanted to interrupt you because now it's like, well, there's no Decepticon teams, and now
yeah,
you could argue that there's no Autobot teams anymore
yeah,
because we are all on the same page now.
yeah,
Like one Autobot team might have 20 Decepticons, and who. When we probably do a leaderboard in maybe a year or so, I really hope people don't go, "Oh, it was 5 Autobot teams that won." No, it was 5 Autobot teams, but that's only because the commander is an Autobot, and there's tons of Decepticon players in there who wanted to do the event.
well, maybe, the answer is to remove faction completely. Maybe.
I wouldn't say we would probably remove faction completely. Honestly, I just think it's just there. We probably won't
It's a
spend
difficult one.
time.
You don't
Yeah,
want
we
to
probably.
lose it, but yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's a hard one.
it is a
Because you
difficult
will
one, but
always have them saying that is an Autobot team because they have an Autobot
exactly.
signature. They
Yeah,
are in red. They are an Autobot team. So until you remove that, it will be an Autobot team.
maybe
But you don't want to lose Autobot Decepticons out of the game either because it's obviously a
no,
big
but
part of the game. So it's a difficult situation, that one.
I think the only way to fix it would be if an alliance had more than like 5 cross-faction members, it would be then a neutral alliance, and it would have a different color. That would probably be the genuine way around it. Is because then it's perception, isn't it? They see the
Yeah,
red
yeah,
color, oh, it's an
yeah.
Autobot color. They see the purple color, it's a Decepticon. Um, but we are really happy to just get Decepticon players because that's not the excuse anymore. And I know there's some Decepticon players who probably used the excuse before, going, "Oh, I can't get the 4-star Titan part. There's no teams." Now it's
Yeah,
not an excuse. There's no
true,
excuse anymore.
true.
There's no excuse. You want to go for the leaderboard, you can now. You want to go for the Titan part, you can now. Like, the game is your control. And I think we've probably lost a few Decepticon players in the past year who probably thought that this was never going to happen, probably thought that they're on a faction that's probably not got as many players as Autobot and maybe wanted to quit the game. So I feel like, as a CS point of view, me and Daisy do want to reach out to probably old Decepticon players, but not just only old Decepticon players, but old Autobot players as well, and probably try and get them back in the game, because as we speak now, the game is on the highest point. And I know we can forget about the bugs and everything else that people are talking about. We know about them. Um, from a player point of view, and active players, the game is sat in the most healthiest position it ever has been in quite some time. So that is a very big positive. So if we can get our communication right in January, put things right, I think we are on a very good path. Especially now we've got the other person coming in as well. Everything's going to be on the table. Plus, we're also investigating something that I think players will really, really, really want. And we can talk about that at some point, because Yanis did mention this on the stream, and I think that will also be a big game changer. I am so excited for the game.
No, good.